Hey guys, happy Easter. We're in the middle of a level up. As you recall, someone left a comment saying that playing against humans would be more interesting and perhaps more educational. So 4Q was against a human instead of Crazy Stone. And now I just moments ago played a 3Q game. And I find these things interesting personally. I like, working up the levels and they start getting harder and the questions get more interesting. So let's see if it's beneficial to anyone else. Here we go. I'm white. I saw GoPro Yanu play this, opening as white, and I always like it, so slowly becoming one of my favorite ones. Okay, the game is set. Black is going for influence. I'm going for territory. So I'm going to play one of these guys. Of course, I can play one of these too. So any of these are fine, but we generally approach to get the whole board going. I thought that I think 3 3s are scary in this context. So I went there and you see why this is scary for white. Black's getting a great big massive moyo. White to play. Well, it's not a mistake to be even more scared. So in I came. Now I'm expecting, of course, another such moyo, which he doesn't do. But the answer is going to be here, which is simply asking the question, and whichever side black plays on, I'll ask more questions over here, and it all works out. This is a relatively new concept to me. Uh, Chris Raven, Nine Done, he plays it, he calls it his favorite move, this just asking the question and let black telling us which direction we should go. And I'm more and more getting used to it and enjoying it. But black went this way, which I believe is the better way. So over here, I had to decide whether to push again or not. I decided yes, because the next white move is growing the top so well that, yeah, I'd love to do this. Okay. Now over here, I have the same question. And remember, there's two questions. Question one, do I like this growing? Well, I'm not doing much growing. Yeah, but I am entering into one of his bigger areas, pretty just walking into a big area. But more than that, the second question, how do I feel about that? I feel terrible about that. That's great for black. So after a whole second deliberation, I pressed. And now what to do? Many options. I decided to just negate the wall, take it from there, see what happens. This is another interesting thing, and he's going to do whatever, and then I have to decide what to do about the whole moyo. Well, this is just a little easier, so I went this way. Oh man, many choices here. I love the pinches, but I'm really trying to get my students away from strategy and to go on a simple path, because once you do that and you can just play a simple path game, you got real strong foundations and you can start moving a lot. So I just kept it simple. There's a lot about this I don't like. For instance, I've left a gap. It looks like I'm trying to take that area. And if I attach myself to that area, it's going to be a loss to me. If I can't see that as my area because it's not my area. It's too thin, too undercut, too everything. So I'm seeing this as I'm developing a strong A group, and the B stone is not attached to A, but it can go over to C, it can go up to D, it can confirm the bottom territory. I can treat them separately. So I have to take that mindset when I play this way. And this is your basic Q trap. Oh, that's my territory. And then all of a sudden, no, I had to take my territory. You're getting cut. Everything's terrible. Okay, so I played there. He comes into the corner. What a pitifully small corner he wants. I don't care if he gets these 3 points. I could care less. So now's the time to pinch because he didn't get out when he was supposed to. So this is clear punishment. Back here, not punishment. He hasn't done anything he's not supposed to. He can continue to play well from here. But here, oh, that's a mistake. Punish the mistake. Okay. I thought about just surrounding here, but I didn't because this cut seems to work. And I don't like that. So I came down. It's big. That's crazy talk, right? If my AI program had played it, it would be crazy stone, crazy talk. Okay, so what's White's job here? It may seem incredibly obvious to you. I don't know. But you know me, I'm all about process. We apply the process to all situations. That's how we find good moves all the time. If you just say, oh, I already know the answer, I'll just play here, you're going to miss it most of the time, or a lot of the time, or whatever. So, question 1. Now let's ask, I think it's time to ask the long version of the question. Let's start with the short version and move up to the long version. Am I okay? Very pleasant question to ask. But what's it mean? So long version. We've gone all over this in the list videos, but we're here. We're just going to do a little bit of it again. So we're looking at some hypothetical board in our mind, not this board. And we say, hey, my A group is weak. Oh, I'll go defend my A group. No, how come? Because your B group is also weak, and it's more important and weaker than your A group. I need to find out how many weak groups I have. Okay, great. Now back to our hypothetical board. Hey, I've got 2 weak groups, and my A group is the important one. I'm going to defend my A group. No, why not? Because you have a C stone that it's not a group at all, but it's far more important than either of those groups. It's a critical cutting stone that makes the whole board. You must save the C stone. Okay. So, do I have a weak stone? Yeah, at A. Well, that doesn't count. What do you mean it doesn't count? It's not, A is not an important stone. Okay, we're ready to state the long version of the question, which I'm going to type out how many weak groups or important stones do I have? And you can see that. Now, I put a comma there. We don't need a comma. I apologize. Okay, so asking the question, am I okay, is a short, sweet, wonderful question. But if you don't understand the long version, you're not going to get the answer right. Now, we should be asking this question, dare I say, once per move the whole game. So 150 moves, am I okay? Now, it's such a short, sweet question. You can just move your lips a little bit. Am I okay? Am I okay? It's just like it happens without thinking, right? Am I okay? You're looking at your groups. Now, if you can attach the whole meaning to that short question, okay, look at all white things important. Question 2, look at all black things important. Question 3, look at all big areas. Now, your basic stuff, we're talking kind of kindergarten here. Check yourself first. Am I okay? Then ask, is he okay? And then finally, what's big? That's going to get you in the dawn levels without any problem at all. To get up to 4 dawn, you need to start going, and let's do it since we're here and talking about it. We're not going to defend our A on our hypothetical board. We're not defending our A group, nor are we attacking his weak B group. We're going to play a big area. Why are you playing the least important first? Well, because if he kills me, it's worth 15 points. If I kill him, it's worth 25 points. But the big move's worth 150 points. Of course, we're going to play the big move first. So the list can be flipped upside down, but generally speaking, 90% of the time, all the time, defend yourself first. But for a college level, you go, so a strong player, he's looking at the board and he's thinking to himself, well, I'm okay there, but I don't like the cut. This cut I'm feeling a little better about, but I don't like it so much. I'm a little bit undercut at C. He's noticing the characteristics. Oh, there's that gap at D. Oh, my E stone. He's seeing all the issues at hand, organizing them and saying, here's how I piece those together. Okay, that was me doing a long, rambling deal. Applying it here. We're clearly looking at the A stone. Not a group, just a stone. Is it an important stone? Yeah, it's separating 2 weak black groups. Very important. So we will be saving our A stone. What else is going on? Black has 2 weak groups. Well, he's about to connect under. And if we jump, he can still do that. He can go from 1 weak group, 2 weak groups to 1 strong group. We can't allow that. Okay, now we know we're going to be playing one of these moves. Any of these stop black from connecting under. And you should be able to sort them out reasonably well every time without further discussion. Now, I did not search for the best way here. I just went with what was comfortable for me. I didn't think about it much. I go, okay, I'll just separate you. Now, I don't think this is the best move, but it sure does the job well. Okay, boom. Yes, I will surround you. Thank you very much. No, you can't get out. Okay. I did some reading here. Life and death. Okay, he's alive. What's next? I didn't want to say, now I will attack. Let me get on the right button here. I'm attacking you because that's not an important stone. It's not doing much. So I go this way. And again, thank you, Chris, because my first thought is I'm going to play A. I like A here. As a matter of fact, I think it might be best. But I played B instead because he's like, when you're dealing with, like, for instance, black center moil, you want something thick that you can trust, not something thin that he can mess with. So I'm playing B for thickness so I can deal with the center. Now, it just so happens that it's also a great next move for attacking, but that's secondary. Okay, I think we're all caught up. Let us continue. He plays here. Not Sente, I can now walk away. But this move is Sente, and it does keep him weak, and I do get the corner. Very pleasant three-purpose move. He comes out, and now, what am I going to do? I've got a cut. Fix the cut. He can't cut now. Okay, now I got to tell you, I missed this. Well, I almost missed this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to come over here, and then I'm going to start, coming in over here. I'm like, and I'm ready to play my move. When I go, and I'm like, yeah, I'm thin there, but of course he can't do anything. And it just was tickling my brain going, didn't you just make an excuse? Weren't you just irresponsible? And my ego's like, yeah, but I can do this. I can do that. I go, come on. Something just happened. You just tickled that bell. So I double checked. I go, oh my God, I'm not just thin there. I'm really thin there. Okay. The responsible thing to do, fix my, but what about his moyo? Just one thing at a time. That statement, one thing at a time, was a major influence of how I went from 5 Dan to 6 Dan. Calm down. Take care of business. Bam, 6 Dan. Big deal to me. Okay. He's concerned about his corner. He's only 4Q. He's not prepared to read it out and with confidence declare, I am alive. Either that or he's saying, I don't want white to get this endgame in Sente. Well, it is just endgame. Okay, so he plays here, Atari, and walk away. That little bottom area is not the biggest thing on the board. And my life is secure. So again, he's threatening a part or even all of Area 1. But I'm not going to take points in Gote. That's the smallest thing you can do on a Go board. Points in Gote. Hang on. I am recording.
Okay, well, you have a wife.
I do have a wife.
A shake and coffee
Okay, I'll need 15 minutes.
and lemonade. I'll make my own.
Okay, I'll be in soon. My poor wife. We compare our Wordle scores every morning. She's a master with Wordle and Jumble. She just boom, 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 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 3. It's just disgusting. And I'm like, 5, ooh, 6, ooh, I missed that one. Yeah, me and words don't get along. Okay, so I don't care about Area 1. My group is quite healthy. Q players have the hardest time separating the A group from area 1. Two entirely different questions. Okay. What do? I want into the left. I want to get into that moyo. How do you do that? Attack the group. One move, I'm already halfway in. He defends. Sure. Okay, he's looking for some sente. I'll do this first. Okay, I'll live. I'll do this first. I will cut you. Thank you very much. Now I have Miai. I either live or capture your 2 stones. He says, I don't believe you can do that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, those 2 white stones, I don't need them. If I need to do this right now, I will do it right now. But I don't need to. This is a pretty nasty cut, right? And I still have plenty of liberties, which a 3Q should be able to figure that out. He comes out. Don't let him have that eye. Here, I had some questions. Let's do a little bit of reading. Now, it's easy reading, but I had to go over it step by step a few times. Okay, let's say I fix my gap and he plays here. I can't say Atari because he captures. No, I'm not ready to say drop to any conclusions other than something good just happened for him. If instead I say Atari and he takes and I play, now he doesn't have each, like if he plays here, I can say Atari. That co-shape is gone. So I started with that. Okay. Now I'm thinking, if he doesn't respond, Atari, he can't save. Okay, well, what if he had saved that? His shape on top, I'm seeing an eye there. So I'm sort of interested in doing this one. But that's a co. He can perhaps start, I don't know. It's not clean. So I thought, if I play here first, now, I'm not saying I did this reading correctly or found the correct stuff. What I'm saying is, I went through, I acted responsibly and said, here's what I see personally. If he goes and does whatever he wants to do, I'm alive in the corner and the center. He can't save his stones. I have succeeded. Okay, that's as far as I went. I have succeeded. And instead, if he saves, okay, now I'm thick enough and strong enough to do this. Now, let's just do a little readout here. If I do this instead, Tari, Tari, Tari. So maybe you're seeing why I filled in that liberty. Okay, so there's nothing he can do. He tries living in the corner. I think the best thing for him to do is simply walk away because the corner's small. I thought, well, and I'm like, well, I should just walk away. Well, we'll go for a little kill. He fell for it. Okay, I'll kill. Okay, Atari. So he goes away. Can't let him have the stone. Really? I don't believe you. Yeah, I don't believe you. Yeah, I don't believe you. Quick little Atari gives me excellent shape, extra thickness, all in Sente. And now what? Okay, here's me. Man, I'm going to attack this group. I'm going to come over and start surrounding this group. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. There's that bell again. I'm feeling this aggression, bloodlust, ego. And I'm like, I have fallen for that so many times. calm down. So I got a little more whole board vision, and I go, wait a minute. Remember, I never responded there? My entire white group just got in trouble. Oh, I did not realize I had a weak group. Didn't even cross my mind. Whew, thank goodness I set these bells. When I'm greedy, the bell goes off. So yeah. So boom, done. Ready to fight. Here I go. Man, once again, I wanted to fight here. But my 4-stone group in the center, really heavy and weak, and it's not prepared. Since I just last move held the reins in and played a strong, patient move, that put me in the mood. Strong and patient. Strong, just go home. Okay, what to do? Let's just mess with his eye shape, mess with his eye shape, mess with his eye shape. Reverse monkey jump, home, home. Now we're to the point where it's an easy read. He can live if he wants to. Okay, I'll just go away. Test the waters with the peep because I want to know this is a tool of mine in order to attack his A group. If I use it later, he might surprise me with an answer. If I ask now, there won't be any surprises. Okay, he's not playing at A to counter. He's playing here. Good information. Okay, now I'll go about. Oh, and then this one hit me. Look at me being responsible. When he says Atari, he just now created an eye and got out into the open spaces with one move. Oh my God. As a matter of fact, 7 people, oh my goodness. The whole game has switched. So, boom. Now you're weak. You can't mess with me. I'm growing a center. If it wasn't for the last 2 sequences where I held back and was responsible, I would have missed this. It comes out. To me, this is the move I dislike the most. He's going to end up with extra health and points. So I come out. Really? He's playing closer to his great thickness that needs nothing, and he's playing further away from his B group, which needs something. That's a mistake. So come on through. Really? What are you going to do? Okay, so here I read out, Tari, I can kill. This is true, but this Pinocchio is really quite large. So I said, it's worth it to me to play here if he fixes. It's very big. He's still weak, and I still have access to his center. This is the strong way to go. So I went the strong way. He says, no, you can't do that. Great. Now I'll capture, and you no longer get a Pinocchio in one move. The Aji is still there, which I use up pretty darn quick. Here, I'm using the Aji. I didn't do any reading here. Because if he tries stuff, see how his liberties are going away? See how I'm prepared here. Now, I'm not saying this is the move sequence. I'm saying you can see the black's liberties quickly disappearing. So I said, based on that, I don't have to play this kind of move. I can go more aggressive because that Aji is pretty serious. 0 reading, just this habit of lots of Aji, I can do more. Okay. Black, Now I have thickness to the top. I had been a little concerned about my A group, but now the A stones are thick and facing home. And look at that C cut, just waiting. Okay. He goes home, I go home, he goes home. And now this is me going for the cut. Because if I just cut, I'm imagining him giving these up and taking a big area. So I'm considering, should I just peep and invade? Well, if so, wouldn't it be nice if he didn't have any eyes here? So this white move is preparing for the peep, not the cut. If I peep, it's one long, no wide stick. Comes there. I decided to just, I don't want it. Let's just make it easy on myself. Yeah, I don't think so. I did some reading here, and there's just nothing. He can't do it. Sorry, capture, go on through, give me a break. Bother that side, he resigns. There's just nothing he can do. So the Aji left behind, I remember this mindset of, well, Aji, how do I use that? It's like it doesn't even exist. It's just a little weakness sitting there. How do those strong players use that? I don't, what, But then you start to realize it simply exists there. You don't have to use it. Let the game continue. And in 100 moves, just kind of pick a fight there. It's used. It's like you get an extra move or two because of the Aji. That's pretty good in a fight. Extra move. Okay, hopefully some of my moves made sense. It's all about the process, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.